What's up, guys? It's December 27th, 2023. Had a pretty challenging day. Looks like it was a kind of an expanding triangle or like a diamond top, kind of diamond head. Yesterday we had a small pullback bull trend, and the market, you could buy any bar and just hold for some profits. We was in a bull channel all day, right there. And just so you guys see the top of the channel, looks like that was the bull channel, and once the market broke out, right here, it was a good fade back to the bottom part of the channel, and the market did try and the bulls bought below the channel, and we can see some continuation to break out, and then bulls tried to get back to the upper half of the channel. Let me turn on these bar numbers. Yeah, so I mentioned an expanding triangle. This is what I was looking at. And then when I said diamond, something like this. I'm not really too keen on the diamond top. I've just heard that word passed around and I noticed it. So not necessarily like something I'm going to be actively looking for to trade. Just from a price structure perspective, it looks kind of like that OG pattern diamond top or something. My throat has been gone for about a month now. I think it's my voice has been gone, so I think it's finally starting to come back. Bar 1 is a strong bull bar. There was a gap down, and then the bulls bought it up. Most of the candle is a body, so this could be a trend bar, but it's also pretty close to a range, because if you watch how this candle formed, it was like a gap down, it was selling, and then it raced up and sold at the highs. So the image of this is a trend bar, but the characteristics in the way that it was made was kind of rangy, if that makes sense, because a good trend bar, maybe has a small sell-off and then closes on its high. But I watched this bar sell, go up, and then kind of settle a little bit and bounce around, and yeah. So bar 1 is a bull bar, and then they get 3-bar continuation. The first 6 bars of the day are bull bars with very small bear bars, but there is selling because we can see the top wicks are more rangy than trendy, and the bottom wicks show that as well. This looks like a tight bull channel, a micro channel right there, and with a failed breakout. Remember how I just talked about it right here? The failed breakout, bull channel, failed breakout, fade to the bottom channel. Price action is fractal, so it's the same thing. This is like a 5-minute channel, this is a lower time frame channel. The failed breakout was a good fade to the other side of this channel, something like that. Whatever time frame that could be, maybe the 1 minute, maybe the 30-second. And at this time, there are gaps open, but it gets closed really quick with bar 9. This would kind of be the gap. This is the overall gap. We could say like right here. And then if we're looking for micro gaps, I would say right here is a micro gap, and right there's no micro gap, it's a negative gap. Bears start to put gaps in, and first 6 bars of the day are definitely bullish. However, the next 4 bars give us a better idea for the day, and it's a range day. Well, I say range day because it's a big up, big down, so the market's confused. There's sell orders here, buy orders here. This bar is a range, so let's say if this is the range, because it's an outside bar. It went above and below the previous bar. So this is an outside bar. Bar 1's an outside bar. And it failed to break above the range, and we sold and tested the previous side. You guys see a characteristic between these 3 trades is that they're all range-bound trades, and when the failed breakout, in a true range-bound environment, the failed breakout on one side, PT is like 50%, then the next extreme of the range, testing like support or breakout point or something of that nature. Here, bar 9 I think is big enough for a leg 1, leg 2 move. And then I also think bar 11 is big enough for a leg 2 move for the bulls. So bears get there short, and then bulls rally leg 1, leg 2. You see, because this candle looks kind of shaped like bar 1. It sold off and then rallied. So that's the leg 2. I pointed to this candle. I meant to say, I think this is good enough for a leg 1 because it starts here, leg 1, leg 2. So leg one, oh, leg one, pull back. Leg two, you can start it here. It was met there. So two-legged pullback, and then that gives bears their two-legged pullback. And this is a falling wedge, leg one, leg two, leg three. And then this is overall leg one, leg two, leg three, and the bear flag reverses. This is a bad bear top, or excuse me, bear flag, because there's a lot of bullish pressure and a lot of bull reversal patterns. Ignore that last line I drew. Should I draw a circle? Reversal, reversal bar. Bar one was a big bull bar, another reversal bar, breaking out above the EMA, continuation above the EMA. So bullish pressure is picking up, and the bear bars, you have to ask yourself, is this really a strong bear trend with these bars? And the first 6 bars of the day had a lot of bullish pressure. Is that the characteristics of a strong bear trend? I don't think it is. Maybe a failed breakout, but then these bars start to give us that range idea that the market's range bound from these, the first 9 bars till it's range bound. Then we have a range here. Then we have push high, push to the upper. Let me draw this. I feel like I just started rambling right there. So here's what the range I was just looking at. And the reason I said this was the range was just because of this swing point. So if this was a bear trend, the bears would want to keep a small gap open around here, but the bulls are closing all the bear gaps, so that's another range characteristic. And then they break the bearish market structure. This swing high, it didn't lead to it led to a new low tick, but not a new low close. I mean, yeah, it didn't lead to a new low close. It was testing this here, and bar 16 reversed, higher low. This is the bull flag. Then they have a buy the close rally. I was long here for a leg 1, leg 2 move. I got out around this because I started to see the double top, and just how the bears have to break. Just how the bulls have to break this. The next target for the bulls would be to break this market structure, because that's the previous sell-off. So bulls want to break and retest, and eventually break and retest yesterday's high, last week's high. That's how I kind of like to read the market structure. I mean, that is how to read the market structure. If there's gaps open or not gaps open by the market structure, because if there was a gap open here, then this price action would not be here. This price action would have sold like that. But since the gap is closed, that means they're going for higher prices. But then this gap stays open, and then that gap that I just drew with that pen gets closed on these bars over here. So it's a range bound environment. The bears had this gap open all the way up until bar 44. They kind of still have this gap open here. There is some resistance up here, which is about very close to yesterday's bodies, something like that. Oh, I did not see. Yeah, so even this gap got closed. It got closed, and now we are trending above the hourly EMA. First pullback is usually a buy. First dip below. Remember I said that in the video. First dip below the EMA is usually a buy. So yeah, pretty annoying day to trade. I traded the bad part of the day here, and I caught this move. I didn't get out. I held for the leg 2 move, and then it didn't happen, and I got out around here. I bought this candle, or I bought this candle. I think I bought this candle and got out before it dumped, because I did think this was strong enough for leg 2 move. Yeah, and then I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore, because I was like, this is a range bound environment. I come back and I'm like, wow, I missed the easiest moves. Expanding triangle, new lows and new highs are being made late in the day, so that's not good. That's a rare characteristic. So I was keeping that in mind after the price action unfolded. I was like, oh man, new high and low pretty late into the day. That's a rare thing. You kind of see bar 1's high and low. So it was just became straight up vacuums. Vacuum test, vacuum test, vacuum test. but bulls did get the close, and it looks like they are still trading above last week's high. Be interesting to see. I took a peek at the daily chart, and how I was talking about the bearish market structure. If bears wanted to sell, they could not let the bulls get closes below here, above here. So it'll be interesting to see if the bulls do start getting closes, and if we start to make new highs again, I'm gonna say like this could be a fresh breakout. So leg 1, leg 2, break above July 27th high, and now the market's going for a leg 1, leg 2 move. Let's just project that real quick. Leg 1. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Couldn't just I kind of want to leave this up here, and just so we can see over time what happens. But I don't want it on the hourly chart. That's the thing. Okay, just for now, just for the video's sake, I'm gonna leave it here, and then I'll figure out a better way. Okay, I'll just leave that like that, and that'd be interesting to see. I don't think that's gonna. And by that, I'm not saying that we're gonna go straight up. I'm just trying to apply the same ideas. How I just talked about this price structure has to be broken. I'm trying to apply that here. So the bears would have to sell around this level, because that's where they sold here, to give the market double top appearance. If they don't do that, then it is starting to look like a bull flag, and they could get continuation, or maybe they get the failed breakout. Who knows? Because this, I think, can only happen if this is a fresh breakout, and I don't know if this is a fresh breakout or leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and then we start to, maybe we get a wedge top and we start to grind like this and then sell, because this is a lot of bullish price action. So I think it'll take a little bit more time to reverse it. It'll be interesting to see what we get going into the year. We have 2 more trading days left, Thursday and Friday, right? Yeah, and then it's the end of the year. So I'm definitely winding down with my trades, and I'm gonna drop the update first week of January about where I'm at with my accounts. I'm live, but it's just a flat thing, and I gotta drop the bar price action. I saw some people were asking about it. I just have to redo. I'm just gonna restart from the beginning. I did some funny. So I did it one time, and as I was going through it, I realized I was just copying and pasting lines, because I also have the online book. So I was reading it and typing, and I was like, this isn't even my words. So I'm redoing it with my words, and I'm planning to drop that before January is over. Thank you for following me. We hit 1K subscribers. That's pretty crazy to think about. It happened overnight, but definitely thank you. I appreciate all the support. Jared, Chick, and a lot of people in the comments and the shorts are starting to, comments are picking up over there. Pretty crazy. It's never really my intentions for this to get to this. It was more for these videos to just learn about how to talk about the markets. And it's definitely working. I feel I can hear my voice when I'm trading, oh crap. It's so annoying when I'm trading and I see these bars now, because I'm like, I definitely would used to try and buy this and buy that, but I'm like, there's a very good chance this is just a buy vacuum and the opportunity's gone. So just saying it over and over again, buy vacuum, sell vacuum, buy vacuum, it's starting to train my mind. Just appreciate you guys listening. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and happy New Year's. Bye.